Hello, my friend. Welcome to another instructional video on Vega conflict. Have you ever said to yourself, man, I've got something in my throat? Now, man, I really wish I could farm Sector Cargo 33s, but I don't want to spend all day on repairs. I want to do it in a way that I can just auto-kill stuff. Well, I've come up with something that actually works for that. This is what I've got here. I realize the fleet is level 41, so it's going to seem like, oh, well, it's OP, so it can't possibly work. Mind you, I'm using Venoms, but I believe Rancors can be substituted for these and still work pretty much the exact same. So, as you can see, I'm not touching it. This is all auto. I think pretty much just for optimal setup, you need at least one Venom. But the rest of the fleet can be all Rancors. As you can see, killed that one pretty easily. If I want to, I could go after another one right now, and it would have... Okay, fine, let's do it. Let's just go ahead and hit a second one just right away, just to show it off. Because right now the repair time is approximately about 2 to 3 minutes. It's not an dang it. It's not an instant repair fleet, but it is a low repair time fleet. And you can hit 33s all day with this. You can actually probably go on a tear as well. And a tear is, of course, where you go and you kill several fleets before setting down for repairs. I took it up against the 35 earlier. I've got some footage of that I can show off. It works pretty well against those. It does take a lot of damage. Number 3 here is the one that kind of seems to eat the most when it comes to 35. And it's just because that lead ship. I have fooled around with the configuration, and there's not really anything that can be done for that, because being that these are all battleships, anytime they take damage, it's going to be huge. Now, a potential idea that you can do with it is put a cruiser decoy right out there and put it on the number 3 slot and have it eat the damage. Now that would actually work pretty well. But otherwise, you know, this is the build you would need. So, heading back to home. Okay, so the fleet has finally landed. Alright, so you're wondering, just what is it, what do we have here? What are we dealing with? I see that it's 42 minutes, Jay. That's not instant. You're right, that's not instant. Let's go ahead and break it down a little bit and see what we got. Boom. Boom. Alright, so what about this guy? What's his problem? He's going to take 9 minutes and 5 seconds. Now, that's on 2 attacks. So, if he'd done just one, it would be about 6 minutes. Which, if you use the single fixed repair trick, I don't know where I'm going with that. Never mind. But anyway, if I just hit a single target with all these, then I could have it up and flying within 5 minutes. As it is, if I break everything down, repair it one at a time, this one right here is about 6 minutes. Just sitting there watching it. You go in there, you just blah 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 to your alliance, you know, you shoot the crap on sector comms, just whatever, distract yourself for 5 minutes, right? You don't have to actually repair an entire ship for up to like 25 minutes, like with my previous experiences. This one, like I said, 4 minutes and it's ready to pop again. Now, the best thing about this entire setup is you can do it manual. You know, these ships are really just okay. And then I gotta say this one too. This one's gonna be the longest at 9 minutes. So, but anyway, the thing is I can take this fleet back out again right away. I don't have to stop and repair any ships at all. And I have killed up to a level 37 with it without loss. I would like to show that off, but it's already damaged. But, and it's basically, this is all it is. It's a Rancor with Thermal 2 rays. Those can be substituted for like Polaron 4 or 3. And a SICO 2 launcher can be substituted for, say, a Hydra or a SICO 1. It's got a rotation 4 engine on it, and that's what's critical. When you use a battleship for lasers, you generally want to use rotation. And it's also got focused apertures, which extend the range of the lasers. I've got focus 4 right now, but this one only has focus 3. And that's because I still haven't updated it. These are old ships I'm using. It's got Iridium 3 armor. Now, some people will be like, why would you go with an Iridium 3? Because it's a laser ship. So it's going to be eating a lot of damage. If I wanted to put that into slot 3, to have it sit there and eat fire from the enemy, it would probably work out a lot better. You know, we'll try that out. And in the meantime, the other ships, they have Strafe 5 engine. The shield, really, it doesn't matter at this point. It can make a difference, but your best bet is to go with either Shock 4 or Shock 3, or to go with Deflector 3 or Deflector 4 if you have them. As you can see, my Rancors they're topped off. This is as heavy as they can get. They've got Deflector 3s, they've got, no, these actually don't have Strafe. Anyway, it doesn't matter. It's irrelevant. They've got the Wave Driver. If you have Gladius Driver, that'll work. If you have, say, Mass Driver, that would work. But you want to have one of the higher level drivers. Gladius actually tends to work not too much different from the Wave Driver. The Wave Driver has an innate shield piercing, so it just bursts right through the shields. And then with the phase projectile, which is the blue on the left under the shield, that causes its shield piercing to increase even more. And then, of course, the other thing you want is Iridium arrays. When it comes to using projectile ships, you want to have the maximum speed you can get on them, because everything else will just sit there and run circles around you while you fire uselessly off into space. As you can see, my Venoms have focus 4. Or Iridium array 4, my bad. I do have Iridium 5. I just haven't refit these ships yet. Like I said, these are old. I've been working on these. Revelations. I love cruisers, but we'll talk about the Revelations in our video. One of these, okay, this one is an oddball because it's equipped with 3 Gladius 2 projectiles and 2 wave drivers. Now, the difference between them is that the Gladius does more damage, and like I said, it counters the wave driver's advantage by having a sort of AoE effect. It doesn't need to hit dead on, whereas the wave driver and pretty much every other projectile weapon, cannons as I call them, they all have to hit pretty much dead on. AP driver being the other exception, because it will hit the target and then just keep going until it hits its maximum, which I've got AP driver 1 and 2, armor piercing driver. And they both hit 6 targets at a time. Very nice. I might make a video on that too. But, oh, I haven't been repairing. Shoot, I'm over here going on and on and on. But yeah. And then, of course, I've already talked about the thermal. But this is pretty much it. This is what you need. You can get away with, like I said, a fleet of just Rancor battleships. I know I've got a Mark II here. The Mark II is the one that took all the damage. So the regular Rancor battleship should be sufficient. You can build it like this. If you have Gladius, like even Gladius 1, that would be a very acceptable alternative. And if you have, ideally you want to try to have mass drivers, at least by this point. Mass driver 2 or 3. It's okay if you don't, but that's pretty much the minimum that you want to build this with. So, there it is. That thing, it's not so much that it is instant repair, it's that it is sturdy and able to kill multiple fleets in a go before having to shut down for repairs. Which, about mid to late game, that's really what you want, because you need resources like crazy. Yeah, that's all I got. So, I hope this helps you out. Go ahead, leave a like if it did. If not, hey, that's cool. Leave a comment if you got any sort of alternative variations to the idea. I'm all too happy to hear them and test them out if I have the means. And anyway, yeah, just kind of get the word out. You know, anybody who's looking for fleet ideas to go farming, you know, 30s cargo, 30 to 37. Like I said, this thing can take out 37s and come back home with all ships intact. So if you know somebody who's looking for a fleet like that, go ahead and link them here. Let them know. You know, if I can help even one person, then, you know, I'm happy. So, alright. Take it easy. Stay frosty, my friend. See you later.